On Fame by John Keats, 1795 to 1821. Fame, like a wayward girl, will still be coy to those who woo her with too slavish knees, but makes surrender to some thoughtless boy, and dotes the more upon a heart at ease. She is a gypsy, will not speak to those who have not learnt to be content without her. A jilt, whose ear was never whispered close, who thinks they scandal her who talk about her. A very gypsy is she, Nilus-born, sister-in-law to jealous Potiphar. Ye lovesick bards, repay her scorn for scorn. Ye artists lovelorn, madmen that ye are, make your best bow to her and bid adieu. Then, if she likes it, she will follow you. Okay, this poem is by John Keats. Let's see. John Keats is a very famous British romantic poet, who is often compared with, or who is often linked with, Lord Byron and Shelley. Let's see. He was born and brought up in London, and let's see. He never had enough money. He was originally he started training to be a doctor, but he gave that up to become a poet, and finally he died of tuberculosis in Rome, aged sadly 26. So this poem, what's it about? It's about fame. And it's the whole poem is a personification of fame, and it gives the characteristics of fame, and treats fame as a person. Fame, like a wayward girl. So here we have the simile that sets the whole thing up. A wayward girl, a girl who is uncontrollable, who does what she wants, will still be coy to those who woo her with too slavish knees. So fame will be shy to people who try to win her heart with too slavish knees. So they're keen on her. They go down on, they kneel down in front of her, and they will do anything for her. And fame doesn't like young men like this. She won't. The wayward girl of fame will not fall in love with men like this. So fame won't smile on people who court her, but makes surrender to some thoughtless boy. But she prefers some boy who's not really very interested in her, yeah, and dotes the more upon a heart at ease, and is much more interested to dote, and does everything she can to make things pleasant for somebody who they don't care if they're famous or not. She is a gypsy. Okay, so here we go into this metaphor or simile again. In this case it's a metaphor. She's a gypsy, and I think the idea here is that gypsy women like men who are adventurous and bold and travel the world and do their own thing without fear. Will not speak to those who have not learnt to be content without her. So if you want to be famous, then she's not going to love you. Fame is not going to love you. Yeah. A jilt whose ear was never whispered close. So, a jilt. Okay, notice that. So here, a jilt, a character. Let's see, a jilt is a woman who rejects the advances of the men who love her, or betrays the people who love her. I think nowadays we use this verb to jilt, meaning to leave your girlfriend or your boyfriend in a difficult situation, particularly waiting at the church to be married. But here he's saying that you can't trust fame. You think fame is loving you, and then suddenly she'll turn your back on you. Whose ear was never whispered close. So I think this is the saying that if you fame is a character that is never really loved very closely, who thinks they scandal her who talk about her. So a person who thinks that everybody who's talking about her is saying bad things about her, but nobody ever whispers sweet nothings in her ear. A very gypsy is she, Nilus-born. So again, she's a gypsy. She travels. She knows her own heart. Nilus-born. So Nilus is the god of the river Nile. So her father was Nilus, the god of the river Nile, that I guess that floods the Nile Valley, and it brings life, but it also brings destruction when it floods. Sister-in-law to jealous Potiphar. Okay, so let's see, Potiphar. The story of Potiphar is in the Quran and in the Bible. I think Potiphar was the head of Pharaoh's guard, and anyway, Potiphar's wife wanted Joseph. Yeah, this is another biblical character, but not the father of Jesus. And when he rejected her, then she said that he tried to rape her, and Potiphar discovered the truth, that it was his wife doing this, making this up. But he put Joseph in jail. So she's the sister of the sister-in-law. So she's Potiphar's wife's sister. Yeah, another rather nasty character, someone you can't trust. Yeah, and maybe she's jealous of people who don't want her. Ye lovesick bards. So a bard is a poet. So I think here he's saying that there are poets generally want to be famous. They write their poetry to be famous. Yeah, they are sick with love of fame. And his advice is repay her scorn for scorn. So turn your back on her. Turn your back on fame, because if fame scorns you, then turn your back on fame and don't try to be famous. Ye artists, lovelorn, madmen that ye are. So you, artists, and I think here he's talking about the poets again, lovelorn, madly in love, crazy with love. Make your best bow, your reverence to her, and bid adieu, and say goodbye forever. Then, if she likes it, she will follow you. So then if fame decides that she likes you once you've said goodbye and you're not interested in her, then maybe she will follow you and make you famous. So it's saying that fame is not something that you can try to get. It's something that chooses you. And probably the more that you're not interested in being famous, the more likely it is that you will become famous. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. On Fame by Keats.